All right, let's dive right in. This weekend, the NFL playoffs are crashing back into Foxborough, and what we have here is a collision course between two franchises absolutely desperate to get back to postseason glory. You've got the New England Patriots being powered by this young phenom at quarterback, hosting the always electric Los Angeles Chargers. And listen, this isn't just another game. This is a referendum on two totally different ways of building a contender. And for one of these teams, a 5-year playoff win drought is about to come to a very, very dramatic end. So let's break this whole thing down. I mean, listen to that. That's Patriots cornerback Carlton Davis III, and he's basically setting the stage for everything that's about to happen. A legendary vibe. He's not just talking about a football game, He's talking about an event. And when a veteran like Davis, a guy who's been around the block and seen pretty much everything the league can throw at you, starts using language like that, you just know the energy in Gillette Stadium is going to be completely off the charts. That quote right there, that's our starting point for understanding just how much this game means. And that legendary vibe he's talking about, it's all being fueled by this moment. For the first time in 5 long years, playoff football is back in New England. Think about that. This isn't just another game on the schedule. This is the dawn of a new era. For what felt like forever, this stadium was the absolute epicenter of the NFL postseason. Now, after a bit of a rebuild, the question is no longer about what happened in the past. It's all about the future. We're about to find out if this Patriots team is truly ready to forge its own legacy. So, on paper, this looks like a fantastic matchup, right? The Chargers at 11-6 are a seriously dangerous team that nobody wants to see in the first round. But the real story here, the thing that tells you where these teams are right now, is that little streaks next to the Patriots' name. A 14-3 record is elite, no doubt about it. But winning your last 3, that tells you they are peaking at the absolute most perfect time. In those wins, their offense has been on fire, averaging over 30 points a game, and the defense has been just suffocating. They're not just winning, they are dominating. And that's the kind of momentum that can carry a team deep, deep into January. And the engine, the absolute driving force behind all that momentum, is their second-year quarterback, Drake Maye. You simply cannot tell the story of this Patriots team without telling the story of his incredible rise. He's been nothing short of a revelation, transforming from a promising young guy into an offensive force who has almost single-handedly elevated this franchise from just a playoff contender to a legitimate Super Bowl threat. He is the reason for all this excitement. Okay, let's talk about this number for a second. 113.5. That is Drake Maye's passer rating this season. Now, passer rating can get a little complicated, but just think of it like this. A perfect score is 158.3. Anything over 100 is considered elite. So 113.5, that's not just good, that is MVP level stuff. It's one single number that tells you he's been ridiculously accurate, he's making fantastic decisions with the football, and he's in complete and total command of this offense. It means he's hitting the tough throws, extending plays with his legs, and crucially, avoiding those back-breaking mistakes. And here's exactly how he built that elite rating. I mean, the passing numbers are incredible on their own, almost 4,400 yards and 31 touchdowns. But what really makes him a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare is that he is not just a statue in the pocket. Look at those rushing numbers, 450 yards and another 4 touchdowns on the ground. That means you can't just drop 8 guys into coverage. You have to account for him taking off on every single play. This completely changes the math for a defense. It forces them to waste a linebacker as a spy, or it makes the defensive ends hesitate for just a split second. That dual threat ability, it opens up everything. And well, when you put together a season like that, the hardware, or at least the nominations, start to roll in. Drake Maye has officially been named a finalist for the FedEx Air Player of the Year. That's the award for the best quarterback in the entire league. It's the official stamp of approval, the recognition of what we've all been seeing all season long. He's not just some rising star anymore. He is one of the best in the game, period. Now let's be super clear about what this nomination really means. He's up against Matthew Stafford and Josh Allen. We're talking about 2 of the biggest, most established names in the entire sport. But here's the real kicker, the detail that puts this whole thing into perspective. For all their Super Bowls, for all their legendary players, a New England Patriot has never, ever won this award. Drake Maye has a chance to do something that even the great Tom Brady never did in a Patriots uniform. That's the kind of history he's chasing. But, and there's always a but in the playoffs, right? Every great offense eventually meets its match. And for Drake Maye and these Patriots, that match is the Los Angeles Chargers defense. This is what playoff football is all about. It's the classic irresistible force meeting the immovable object. And it is the one matchup that is going to define this entire game. This isn't just about talent, it's about philosophy. This right here, this is the heart of the game. It's the chess match inside the war.
The Patriots' offense is an absolute juggernaut, putting up almost 29 points a game. But the Chargers' defense? It's literally built to stop teams just like this. They are ranked 5th in the entire league against the pass, giving up less than 180 yards a game through the air. In today's pass-happy NFL, that is an elite, suffocating number. Their secondary is physical, their pass rush is relentless. So the question is, can they get pressure on Maye without letting him escape? Can their corners hold up? That is the million-dollar question.
And hey, while all the eyes are on Drake Maye, let's not get it twisted. The Patriots defense has a monumental challenge of their own. They're going up against Justin Herbert, a quarterback with an absolute cannon for an arm who was a top 10 passer this year. Herbert has that rare, elite kind of talent where he can win a game almost by himself. He can make these ridiculous throws on the run, off platforms, 60 yards downfield, throws that maybe 2 or 3 other human beings on the planet can make. So while the Patriots' offense gets the headlines, their defense is going to be under just as much pressure to perform. But this game isn't just going to be decided by the X's and O's on the field. Oh, no. There is an X factor here that never shows up on a stat sheet, the Gillette factor. That legendary vibe that Carlton Davis was talking about, it's real. And it's fueled by a crowd that has been, in his words, starved for this exact moment. This is playoff football. And that 12th man is a very, very real phenomenon. Just think about this date for a second, 2019. The last time the Patriots hosted a playoff game, Tom Brady was still their quarterback. It was literally the end of a dynasty. Now, 5 years later, a brand new era has begun. For a fan base that was so accustomed to hosting playoff games every single year, that treated postseason football like a birthright, this has been a long and humbling wait. All of that pent-up frustration and excitement is going to absolutely explode on Sunday. And that's exactly what makes this game so historic for the franchise. It is the very first home playoff game for head coach Mike Vrabel and for quarterback Drake Maye. This is their moment. This is their chance to plant their flag and make a statement. They're not just playing for a win. They are playing to prove that a new era of Patriots greatness has officially arrived and that Foxborough is, once again, the toughest place to play in January. So the big question is, can that crowd actually be the difference in this game? Oh, you better believe it. Absolutely. In the playoffs, against a guy like Justin Herbert, communication is everything. That offense needs to be a well-oiled machine. And if that crowd can disrupt their rhythm, if they can cause a couple of false starts, force Herbert to burn his timeouts, and make it flat-out impossible for him to change plays at the line, it could be the single biggest edge the Patriots have all day. All right, so let's put it all together. We have the MVP caliber quarterback leading a high-powered offense. We have the shutdown defense lying in wait for them. We have the loud, raucous home field advantage. But what is truly at stake here for these two teams? The answer is, well, pretty much everything. And here is the incredible twist in this story. I mean, you honestly can't make this stuff up. For all the hype around the Patriots' return to the postseason party, they haven't actually won a playoff game since 2018. And the Chargers, you guessed it, they haven't won one since 2018 either. Both of these incredibly talented teams, both of these fan bases are absolutely desperate to get that monkey off their back. For one team, this game is a breakthrough, it's a validation. And for the other, it's just another year of playoff failure and agonizing what-ifs. The pressure is going to be immense. So what do the folks in Las Vegas think? Where is the smart money going? Well, DraftKings has the Patriots as 3.5-point favorites. Now, for anyone unfamiliar, that basically means the experts expect them to win by at least a field goal and probably more. It's a clear sign of respect for their dominant season, for that hot streak they're on, and, of course, for that all-important, game-changing home field advantage. And so we end right where we started, with that legendary vibe. An unstoppable offense against an immovable defense. A starved home crowd ready to explode. A 5-year playoff win drought on the line for both teams. All the ingredients are there for an absolute instant classic. All that's left now is to play the game. And that's our breakdown of this incredible wildcard matchup. If you enjoyed this explainer and you want to stay ahead of the game all season long, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button to join us right here at NFL Nexus. We do deep dives just like this one every single week. And of course, we want to hear from you. Who do you think takes this one? Does Drake Maye keep his magical season going, or does the Chargers defense finally shut him down? Drop your prediction for us in the comments below, and hey, don't forget to hit that like button. It really, really helps the channel out more than you know. And finally, if you're looking for a really great way to support the channel, check out our official NFL coloring books. Seriously, they're perfect for fans of all ages, kids, grandkids, even adults who are just looking to relax a bit. You can find the link for them down in the description or just scan the QR code right here on your screen. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on NFL Nexus.